That's fine. I'm good. All right. Okay, guys, and we're back. And welcome to ActorScope. It's your week. Okay, super excited. Okay. Wow. First of all, I should be completely exhausted. Okay. It's been one heck of a weekend. And then it spilled over into this weekend. It's already Wednesday. We're already at our 40th show. July 22nd last year, we started this show. And I can't believe it's been 40 weeks of this already. And we haven't missed one, have we? I don't think we've missed one. Come rain or shine, we like the mailman. We're going to deliver rain or shine, honey. It's such a privilege to be here with you guys. And this week, we're trying something new. Our team has stepped it up a bit. We're on Facebook Live as well. So I really hope that this is going to work because this may be the direction in which we're headed. We love our Periscope family. We love you. But if you don't have Periscope, you can follow us live now on Facebook. But the good thing about Periscope, why I still want you guys to tune in here, is I can interact with you still. So I still need for that to happen. I know somebody said Facebook is the way to go. I know, Suhan, so you can catch me both places. But I like the liveness of Periscope. You can ask me questions. I can get feedback from you. It's interactive. It's a little bit more interactive. But if y'all are watching me on Facebook, make sure you comment, okay? So this is Facebook Live. I think it's making me a little nervous. Okay, so let's see. Roll call. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ActorScope. We are in Atlanta. Tell us where you're tuning in from, okay? Everybody, ATL all day. Yeah, roll call. Where else we coming in from? ATL, Baltimore. Love it. Boston, South Carolina. Siobhan, what else is going on? Okay, roll call. Connecticut, Milwaukee. Wow, Milwaukee, you're new. Welcome. Welcome, Milwaukee. Welcome. All right, guys, take a moment if you're on Periscope to share and tweet. Let everybody know you're watching and keep those hearts coming. Fill it. I am giving you all of my heart. I need you guys to give me all of yours. Keep those hearts coming. Don't stop. Keep the heart count coming up, guys, because we really appreciate you. Let us know that you're watching. Whoever's sending those golden hearts, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Everybody else, keep tapping your hearts in. Oh, here comes that Tiffany Blue. I love that too. Everybody keep tapping your hearts in. Let's get that heart count up. Okay. Now, all right, guys, I thank you for liking and joining our page, but if you haven't, please join us at facebook.com/WSA ActorScope and like our page. Keep in mind, we do have a weekly competition called Who's Got Heart. Everybody, you put your hearts in, and during the broadcast, we'll have their head. If you win and you put the most hearts up, we will put your headshot on all our social media. That's our Facebook, our IG, our Instagram, Twitter. We'll publicize you, and it's a great way to get your name and your face out there, guys. Last week's winner was Chanel Williams with over 1,000 hearts. Now that's gonna be tough to beat, guys. Go for it though. Yeah, shameless plug. Okay, so this is a fun, free way to get yourself out there and get some exposure. You never know who's watching. The winners will be posted by Thursday evening, so make sure you go to our page and don't miss out. So I'm clapping it up again because I just need the energy. I need to feel you guys. And I'm incredibly hot. I have no idea why. Maybe because it's 88 degrees in Atlanta. Okay? So, now on to our questions for the week. The first question comes from Sharice in Connecticut. Sharice says, I've done theater acting since high school, and I'm looking to transition into film. Should I take acting for film classes, and what's the difference? There is a difference, and I absolutely encourage you to take those classes, Sharice, because when you do theater, as a theater major, I kind of know the difference is you're projecting to that whole room with every performance. And for film, even though you're on the big screen, your performance is a little bit different and it's for the camera. There definitely is a difference in doing it because whenever you see theater people come and they audition for something on camera, it almost seems too big when it's on camera. So they tell you how to make it smaller but keep the intensity. And that is something that you have to learn. It's a skill. It really is just a skill for your craft. So never think that you don't need it. Definitely take some courses, but theater, anybody casting director will tell you that the best actors come out of theater because you guys know how to bring that every single day, and we appreciate that. So we love theater actors, okay? Next question is from Amy from South Carolina. Amy says, I'm a writer looking to film my first project but I don't have the funds to make it happen. I really believe in this project. Do you have any advice on how I can start the filming process with my current situation? Wow. Amy, there's so many people who have had that similar story and currently have that similar story. Look at Tyler Perry. He saved his own money, and he did his own film. He did he did his plays first and took the money from his plays to make his first film. There are things now like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, GoFundMe, where you can involve your community in helping your film get done. Like we did a film right now called Untitled. The director is running a GoFundMe campaign to get the post-production done. So there's lots of ways to get started, and if you want people to help you, I strongly suggest you go volunteer to help them. Okay? Because one hand washes the other and both hands wash the face. Volunteer with other people and then, form a group and then say, guys, I'm going to be doing something down the line. I'm going to need y'all to help me as well. But you have to give from the heart and be there for others that will encourage to be there for you. All right, so that's the best advice I can give you about that. But good luck with it because it's an amazing process, and I'm proud to be a part of that process for our director now. So, and keep us posted on how it goes, okay? Keep us posted on our ActorScope page. Tim from Atlanta says, I've been acting for some time, but now I have been typecast a lot. I can do more, but since I look like a wrestler, I only get callbacks for thug bodyguard roles. How do I break away from this without changing my appearance? Well, you just got to be persistent. I mean, I know typecasting is easy, and typecasting is a lot of times what people fall into, but when I look at people like Jamie Foxx, I don't know if you guys are even old enough who are watching to remember when he was on In Living Color. Most of what we saw him on In Living Color was playing Wanda, this, female impersonator. So when he turned around and he did Ray and won the Oscar, it changed the game. You just have to be persistent and keep encouraging and keep telling people to, tell your agent or your manager, if you have one, to send you in for roles that might not typically be for you. Sit down and talk to them. Tell them what you want for your career so they can help you navigate that. And if you don't have an agent or a manager and you're sending your stuff in to casting directors, send yourself in for the alternate roles. You know what I'm saying? Don't submit for the thug. Don't submit for the bodyguard. So, I'd really like to do something a little deeper. And now, let me be careful with this. Once they give you that opportunity, be prepared to knock it out of the park. Because you do not get a second chance at a first impression. Okay, so make sure if some casting director decides to let you do something other than what you're used to, make sure you're good when they ask. Okay? Because you won't get to knock at that door twice. All right, so I hope that helps you. All right, now, India from Florida. Has there ever been a time in audition where an actor or actress comes to read for a small part, but you saw him or her playing a bigger part? The quick answer is yes. Don't get to quizzing me now on who it was, but I've seen people actually even go from extras to having roles in a film. So it can definitely happen. Listen, there's so many miracles that happen every day, and that's not necessarily a miracle, but there's so much that can happen. So if that is what you're hoping for, or if you see something on the breakdown that you think you're more suited for, and you go in and you wow the casting director, you can ask if you can audition for something else, something a little bigger, and if it works, that's how it happens. Magic happens all the time. All right, so good luck with that. And when it happens, make sure you come back to ActorScope and let us know what happened for you. Okay, last but not least, Deirdre in Houston says, what is one of the toughest obstacles you faced first getting into the industry, and how did you overcome it? Yikes. Okay, toughest obstacles. I think I've told the story before, but I don't mind telling it again. It's my life. I think it was on the film Malcolm X, in which an actor decided to attack me on set, and I had a lot to think about at that point, because at that point I was very ready to leave the industry altogether. But I kind of also realized somewhere, even though I was much younger, probably much younger than most of the people in this room, that God put me here for a reason. So actually leaving wasn't an option. And in hindsight, as I've grown in my walk, I realized that that's exactly what the enemy would do to try to get me out of this industry, because he knew that my calling was here. But that's probably the toughest thing that I've ever had to go through. and I wouldn't wish it on anybody because it's extremely frightening. But I got through it and I overcame it, and that was 25 years ago, and I'm still here. So don't let the little bumps in the roads or even the big bumps in the road deter you if this is your calling, if this is your passion, if this is what God has for you. As a person in our office, Yaya says, push through. Just push through, and you will get what God has waiting for you. Okay. Woo! Okay. Ooh, I had a moment there. Okay, now let's talk about the Blueprint series. The Blueprint series is this Saturday, guys. If you have not gotten your seats, we have a few left. Do it today. As soon as the show is over, don't stop watching the show. Okay, as soon as the show is over, go and sign up for your seat. I promise you, and I've never lied to you guys. I promise you, you will not regret being a part of the Blueprint experience, okay? Blueprint is about teaching you about the business of acting, okay? I'm going to read my script verbatim because, you know, my producers go and do a lot in making this able for me to read. I started teaching this course in New York in 2002, and now we're bringing it here to ATL. The Blueprint series is designed to teach you how to structure yourself as a business and a brand, how to research and pick your photographer or for a headshot, how to handle your taxes. Guys, tax season is over, but it'll be back again in January, okay? Make sure that you have your things in order. Get your house in order. How to deal with agents and managers. When do you need an agent and a manager? How do you approach one? How do you let them know that you're on the radar? We will have an agent here to speak to you about the specifics. And you never know, you may get signed. You know what I'm saying? This is the one to be in the room. If you've had the privilege, and I've had the privilege of seeing you in the room for SOAR, I promise you, you need to be in the room for this one, because this is the next step. These are the business things that you need to know. We will also have a director here, acting coaches, tax experts, the professionals in the business there to guide you through the process. Trust me, guys, you do not want to miss this. The Blueprint series will take place here in Atlanta on May 14th, 2016 from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We only have a select number of seats available, so save yours as soon as possible. I'm fumbling, I'm sorry. To register, send an email to blueprintseries@gmail.com or visit our ActorScope page. Go directly to Eventbrite. You know where you want to be when you go there. Just follow the blueprint and get there. I hope to see you guys this Saturday. I hope to have an experience with you. And if you've ever had, have ever been, given me the privilege of your presence in one of my courses before, I welcome you back. We have something new to share, and like Periscope, like SOAR, Blueprint is the same. We do this for you. We do this because we see that there are ways that you as actors can benefit from this knowledge. I hope to see you on Saturday. Like I said, finish watching the show and then go to blueprintseries@gmail.com, send an email, tell them you want to sign up, or go to Eventbrite and search for Blueprint and sign up immediately. I look forward to seeing you. And of course, I'll be talking all about it next Wednesday when we come back to ActorScope. Now, we're going to one of my favorite parts of the show because Jakari's going to come and join us, and it's What's Filming with Jakari.
Hi guys, hello everybody, happy Wednesday. Alright guys, it's a lot going on in Atlanta. It's summertime, well it's almost summertime, and everybody's gearing up for kind of a semi-busy season. So we'll start off with a movie based off Bill O'Reilly's book. It is entitled Killing Reagan. The email is prep@roselockcasting.com. They're looking for men and women with experience in the medical field, doctors, nurses, orderlies, and they're looking for all ethnicities 21 years of age or older. Please put medical type in the subject line and make sure you include all of your information, your name, gender, measurements, email, phone number. Make sure you include everything that they need to contact you and get you in a row. Killing Reagan is also looking for stand-ins, and this one is kind of very special. They're looking for a very dark-skinned black male, height of 6'1", and weight of 215 pounds, muscular and 20 to 35 years old. That's very rare that they have stand-in positions with a very dark-skinned guy that's 6'1" and is 215 pounds. So if you know somebody that fits this description, that's a very good opportunity and very good pay. Make sure you submit this to prep@roselockcasting.com and in the subject line put roaming. You must be available from May 20th until mid-August. So whoever gets this gig, that's a good gig for the summer. Right. Get Seen Studios, they're having a free improv workshop. Register for the May special offer. Send your email with your name, age, contact information to getseenstudios@gmail.com. And in the subject line, make sure you put casting call. All right. Vengeance, a Love Story is starring one of my favorite actors, Nicolas Cage. They are looking for bailiffs, photographers, stenographers, or doctors, nurses, and orderlies, all ethnicities 18 to 60 years of age, for women and men to portray in the courtroom and hospital scenes. Please put courtroom type if you're submitting for that, or for hospital type if you're submitting for that, to valsbg2016@gmail.com. All right, guys, make sure y'all follow us at WSA Casting on our Instagram and our Twitter pages. Also, our ActorScope and our WSA Casting pages on Facebook. And follow us on Snapchat at WSA Entertainment. And you guys can see all of the fun things that go on behind the scenes.
Thank you, Kari. So glad to be back here. So glad to have you back here. I'm still kind of on a high from this weekend. You were there. How was the experience for you?
It was fun. It was a learning experience. I got to learn more about a new position that I felt like gets me geared towards my goal position in this industry. I learned a lot of new things. I learned how to do more paperwork. I like doing paperwork.
Right, see?
So I learned more paperwork. Instead of using templates, I had to recreate templates, look at tedious stuff, and make sure everybody had what they needed. So it was fun. It was great making sure that Mike's vision came to life. It was, it was like
experience.
It was like a big sleepover.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
we just made a movie.
A 3-day slumber party, and we happened to make a movie.
Just made a movie. That was just the activity.
But just to share with our people, this is a little different take that we're going to do with ActorScope today because part of ActorScope, well, most of ActorScope is for you guys, but I also want to share experiences that we have here to sort of uplift, inspire, and kind of let you guys know that we go through it too. But this weekend, one of the things that when we started, we said our prayer and we said, the way we end our prayers here at WSA is WSA, we're grateful for it all. We're grateful for the big and we're grateful for the small. So this weekend, something literally not short of a miracle happened. Everybody doesn't know this, but Mike was there and our director was there, so he gets it. And he said, he called me last night when he was doing the script. He's like, Winston, can we tell this story? And I said, absolutely, why not? I'm not going to use any particular names, but a dear friend of mine came in, known her for almost 20 years. She came in to help with the project. And even in helping us, when her car was parked in front of one of the locations, it got sideswiped, and it was a rental. And it had this huge black mark on the car. And she was concerned because if she took it back, it was going to probably be a hefty fine because, the rental company is going to definitely blame her for that and make her pay for it and his insurance. And here she was in Atlanta literally doing a good deed. She flew in on her own dime, gave of her time freely, and then on top of that, it's going to cost her in terms of the rental being not destroyed, but it was definitely affected. So she came by the office, and I wanted to show her around the WSA office spaces where we do most of our work. And when we went downstairs, which is where WSA is in downtown Atlanta, we went downstairs, we were standing by the car, and we were literally trying to contemplate how, what is she going to do? Where can she go to get this mark taken out? And we had no idea. Both of us are not from here. We're not from Atlanta. We're from New York. And we were like kind of, I don't know what to do. And literally she said, Winsome, I don't know where to go. And I didn't have an answer for her. And I felt really bad because she came and did this for me. And we were standing out there and, guys, a homeless man came up and said, I'll wash your car for $4. And we said, well, we don't need the car washed. We need you to get that out. And we showed him the mark, and he literally emptied his bag of God knows what he had in there. And he said he needed the money to get into the shelter tonight. And he started scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing, and it wasn't moving. And we were like, after about 10 minutes, we were like, let's just let it go and get to the airport, and we'll just pray for the best. And he said, no, let me try one more thing. And he pulled out this, I think it was like an old hat or something, and he put some of his, liquid and solvent or whatever, and he started scrubbing, and that car looked brand new in like 10 minutes. The entire, and myself, her, and Mike were standing there, like, do you understand that we just witnessed a miracle? We literally stood here and said, God, we don't know what to do. And he sent somebody. And even the more interesting about the gentleman was he said, I have no education. I don't know why I know how to do this. He's like, it's just a gift that I have, and I'm not licensed to do it in Georgia. So he's homeless. And he said, I have no family. I have nobody here in Atlanta, but this is just a gift God gave me. And we were standing on a corner, and God allowed him to come into our lives at the perfect time to share his gift. And I am convinced that that was no less than a miracle. And I know that's a different take for what we do here at ActorScope, but I had to share the miracle with you guys because miracles do happen, and I want you guys to believe that. And if we don't tell you about when they happen with us, you might not be able to recognize them when they're happening with you. So we really are, I don't know, we're just completely moved. We're speechless about what happened, and we thank God again for this entire weekend. It was the most amazing experience, and what I keep saying to Mike, our director and our writer, and everybody who helped us, is that you never forget your first. And this was our first in a lot of ways. We were privileged to support Mike in his first, and I'm sure that everybody who was on that set or part of the pre-production is never going to forget. And I love what Mike wrote in his thank you letter, is like, we did a couple of things this weekend, and one of the things that we did was start a family. And I very much believe in that statement, because it's family that got me here, and it's family that keeps me here, and it's family that's going to take us where we're going. So we're we're blessed for everybody who came out, supported, everybody who prayed for us but couldn't be there physically. We appreciate you too. None of it goes unnoticed. None of it goes unappreciated. We are really, really fortunate to have been a part of this project Untitled, and this is just beginning. Stay tuned. We'll keep you posted with the project. It's coming to a film festival near you. And as we go into post, we still need your prayers. We still need your support. Follow Mike Michaels on his Instagram page. He'll be posting about his GoFundMe. Guys, we invite you to be a part of our vision and be a part of this dream. I promise you won't regret it, and I don't make a lot of promises. Okay, that being said, on to another note. I was getting kind of heavy there. Okay, whew. All right, got a little deep. Okay, exactly. SOAR is coming to New York, okay? New York, are you guys ready to start owning the audition room? WSA Castings one-day acting intensive will be in New York on Saturday, May 21st. That's the day before my parents' 51st anniversary. Ooh. Saturday, May 21st from noon to 5 p.m. Do not miss it. If you miss it this time, you'll have to catch it in October. We'll be back till then. So New Yorkers, you've been asking for us to come back. We'll be back on May 21st, and you guys know how this works. At SOAR, we walk you through step by step on how to own the room from the moment you walk in to the moment you walk out. You have to own that audition room. We're running an early bird special. Sign up before May 8th, which was yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago. Yes. And it was $30 local. You might have missed a special. But sign up anyway. Sign up anyway. Come and join us. Or go to soarwithwinsome@gmail.com if you have any questions. And if you just want to immediately sign up, soarwithwinsomeatl.eventbrite.com, and you can sign up. But if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. And no question is crazy. No question is too small. I really want to see you there, New York. I miss you guys. Anybody who hasn't taken the course has always wanted to. I know it's been a while since we've been there. I think July of last year was the last time we were there. So come out. Love to see you. And as always, we'll have a great time. Now, on to, I can't believe the show is ending already. I feel like I'm going too fast. Am I going too fast? I might be going too fast.
A little tad bit.
A tad bit fast. Okay.
A minute too fast.
A minute too fast. All right, so I'm going to slow down, and let me think of something else that happened this weekend. I get overwhelmed every time I think about this weekend. I called my mom this morning, and of course we're both in tears, because it's actually, when what I ask myself sometimes, what do you do when you're in the middle of your coming true and you realize it? Because a lot of time when your dream comes true, it's hindsight. You know what I'm saying? But you're in the middle of it, and it's happening in front of your eyes, and you're like, and it's God. Like, He's the one that got you here, make it all possible. I had a conversation with Mike yesterday, and I said, I think it's time for you to realize that this is not your project. I said, this project came through you. And God put the rest of it together. He just let it come through you, through your writing and through your direction, but it's not your project. It's really His. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's exciting because Like it's different when we get projects from other people because they've already written the script and they're pretty much bringing us a project to cast the project. But with Mike, it was different because we literally witnessed Mike go through writing this project, being in his office. Like if you just running the casting assistant, being in the office, like, hey, read this with me, like be the other person in the script for me and be the reader for me today and just help me, get this script down pat, get the chemistry, get the writing, tighten everything up. And then his dedication to his own project was the reason why everybody else is so dedicated, because we literally, all of us have jobs, all of us doing so much stuff, but we made a way possible for everybody to contribute in some type of way. Nobody got sleep. And other projects, people, they like, no, I'm leaving after 12 hours. I'm going. This is done, and I won't see you tomorrow. But literally, get sleep and get back to it. People were going home not getting sleep because they were focused on the project and they couldn't sit down for 5 minutes without thinking about something else that needed to be done. So Mike's dedication and everybody's dedication fed off of each other. Everybody's passion for the project fed off of each other to create something very beautiful.
I mean, this may have been his first time, but I've said it to him before. He's a great captain. It takes a leader for people to trust you to lead them in whatever direction they're going.
And it was funny.
It was
Mike
fun.
was funny.
He is,
Mike
and he's
so
a ball
excited.
of energy. He's a ball of energy.
Mike caught me staring at him like 3 times. I'm like, okay, bring it together. Mike was like a kid in the candy store. Like, I'm like, okay, you director, you over everybody. They older than you, but you the captain. He turning up when it was almost time to rap. He turning up like, okay, ooh, I'm excited. Mike got emotional like 10
we all
times.
got emotional, though.
Yeah,
I think we all got emotional, especially at the toast. And I remember when I was talking to my mother this morning, I said, when you find this kind of talent in a human being, my father used to always say this saying, no one gets in the way of a man who knows where he's going. You either lead, follow, or get out of his way. And that's what Donald and I saw in Mike. We were like, you better figure out a way to help him because he's going whether or not you help him or not. So let's get behind him, let's support him, let's give him the best of what he needs because this kid knows where he's going. And we're blessed that he did it here at WSA. So, on that note, was that my Summy Says? I think that might have been my Summy Says, that no one can stop a man who knows where he's going. You either lead him, follow him, or get out of his way.
That was it.
And that was my Summy Says for today. I didn't even plan that. That's not even what's on the script. But it was appropriate. And again, guys, keep up with us with this journey. Tune into Periscope. We're going to be doing it live on Facebook. I like this Facebook Live thing. This is kind of cute,
Facebook
isn't it?
Live.
Oh, this is kind of hot. I'm feeling this. Okay, but Periscope, we love you because you can interact with us. We're not going to leave you. We're just adding to the family. Okay, you're not losing us. We're just gaining another way to see us. So again, guys, have a great week, and we'll see you next week back here. Same bat time.
Same